Hello, everyone. Welcome to Off the Charts, episode 44. Today, I'll be doing a album ranking from a band I guess I liked more as a kid than I do now. I mean, they have some good stuff there, but some questionable stuff too. So I'm talking about Twisted Sister. So I'll be doing an album ranking of they have officially 5 studio albums, and there's 2 that don't really count. But anyway, I'll talk about that. So first of all, I did remember this time. Cheers, everybody, and there we go. Missed that last time, huh? I'm gonna have a sip now. I missed you. All right. So Twisted Sister, musically, I mean, it is what it is. They had some good stuff, but when I look back, I was like, ugh, it's more. I find it's more for kids than adults. That's my opinion there. I still like some stuff from them there, but anyway, I'll start off with the album ranking of the Twisted Sister discography here. Before I start, thank you for subscribing if you haven't done so already. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends. And there we go. That's pretty much it. That's all I need to say for that. So I'll start off with an odd one here. It was interesting when it came out there. Don't get me wrong there. Talk about the Twisted Sister, A Twisted Christmas. There's a whole bunch of bands at one time that made the Christmas album, and I remember when I heard Dee Snider said, "Okay, well, it's time for a band. It's time for us to do a Christmas album or something like that." And I was thinking, nobody asked for this. Like, I don't know, man. I listen to this obviously once a year. If I find it on vinyl at a decent price, I'll get it just to complete my collection. But I'm not forcing myself. I will say this. "Oh Come All Ye Faithful," whatever. Where is it? Yeah, song number 2. It starts off with the from "We're Not Gonna Take It," and then they go into "Come All You Faithful," which I thought was genius, very genius. But have yourself a merry little. Anyway, I'm not gonna bother you. These all typical Christmas songs are. Some are good, some are okay. "Oh Come All You Faithful," I thought the video and the song was genius. There, a genius move. I would have done a single as opposed to a whole album of this, but whatever. Or a maxi single. Anyway, I'm putting this as my least favorite. And of course, this one here. Again, I don't consider it an album. It's sort of I call this pointless. "Still Hungry." I mean, okay, the bonus tracks are worth getting, and there's a lot of them. Never Say Never, Blastin' Fast and Loud, brand new 2004 bonus tracks. I think there's some from his movie, Strangeland. I think there's some in here. But, man, was this ever pointless. I bought this, I was like... So, when this came out, they're like, "Oh, we'll take our biggest album. We didn't like how it sounded. It was supposed to be heavier." And I call bullshit on that. Because this is all down-tuned and... What is this? Done... So if this is in 2004... This came out in 84, 94, 2000... 30 years later. People's voices and chops, well, again, I find this pointless. This did not need to be released. I would have been happy with just an album of those bonus tracks, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could have forced yourself and make 3 other songs and make it a new album or something like that. But no, I did not like this. Actually, I should have put it before the Christmas one. I never listened to this. Some people do like it, which is fine. I just thought it was pointless. So anyway, that's my Number, you know what? I'm just changing my mind right now. This is my least favorite, and then this one. At least I listen to this one at least once a year. I haven't listened to this in so long, and I don't intend to. Now we'll start off with the studio albums that we all know and love, I guess. So number 5, I'm putting "Love Is for Suckers." It's not that this is a bad album. It's actually, there's some good songs on it. It's just when you go from, I don't know, "We're Not Gonna Take It," or like they used to be a rebellious, "Shoot 'Em Down," "We're Not Gonna Take It." What else? There, "A Knife in the Back," and then you got songs like "I'm So Hot for You" and "You're All That I Need." Like, I know this was supposed to be a, again, I learned this a lot later on in life. This was supposed to be a Dee Snider solo album, but the record company, forced them to make this a Twisted Sister album, and it doesn't sound like Twisted Sister. There's some good songs on this here, like "Wake Up the Sleeping Giant" is great. "Hot Love" I like. "Love Is for Suckers" is good. I mean, they're great songs. If it wasn't Twisted Sister, maybe I would have liked it more, I guess. But yeah, this was a. Who was the drums on this here anyway? Joey Franco. I don't even know who that is. But anyway, there's some good stuff on, like, and I don't think I was even following them at this time too. Like, they just disappeared. It's like when this came out, I was like, really? Like, I don't even remember seeing "Hot Love" that often on, if any. I think I saw it once on TV. When this came out there, when the other videos were playing, like. But yeah, I'm putting this as number 5 here. "Love Is for Suckers," by the way, is the album name. Number 4. I think a lot of people had high hopes for this, but I'm going to put "Come Out and Play," which actually has a friggin' neat. So it's like a manhole. Of course, you got the Dee Snider coming out of that there. I like albums like this, by the way. They don't make these like they used to anymore, obviously. Again, when this came out, "Stay Hungry" was so huge, and then this came out and fizzled. And of course, you hear about it later as to why. And I think their first video was "Leader of the Pack," which was a terrible song, by the way. Apparently, it was great live, but I don't know. But yeah, it's whatever. And the second video, which is a duet with Alice Cooper, "Be Cruel to Your School," or "Be Cruel to Your School." Decent song there. But the video apparently was banned because it was like pretty gross there for 1985. Is this 86? 85, yeah. 1985. So yeah, this the video was, but of course they played Michael Jackson's "Thriller" all the time there, but this was "Be Cruel to Your School" was I mean, there's some decent songs on this here. "Come Out and Play" is that's probably the heaviest song they've ever done, and fast. What's that one song? "The Fire Still Burns," actually I like a lot too. So like number 4, I don't listen to this that much, but funny story though, there's a lot of manholes in my area, and they all have TNS. I don't know if it's Twisted Sister or some, but it can't be because they're all like that. There's like a big TS, not this logo obviously. It's just the letter TNS. I don't know what it stands for. If anybody knows out there, let me know. So anyway, number 4, "Come Out and Play." Again, I love the cover here though. Number 3, I'm going to put this one here. "You Can't Stop Rock and Roll." This was before they made it big, and there's some great songs on this here. "Kids Are Back," "Like a Knife in the Back," "Ride to Live," "Live to Ride," "I Am a Me." "You Can't Stop Rock and Roll." There's so many great. But this is like heavy rock, like hard rock, heavy rock. Not gimmicky when they weren't as gimmicky at the time there. But yeah, I enjoy this one here. It's actually very, and I find this to be an honest album there. So yeah, number three, I'm putting Twisted Sister. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. I remember as a kid, there was this radio station. Actually, I'm gonna save that story for when I get to that album there. So anyway, Twisted Sister, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll at number three. So number two, I'll be putting Under the Blade. If you listen to, this is their first one, and then you listen to Love Is for Sucker, it's like not the same band at all. Again, What You Don't Know Sure Can't Hurt You, Bad Boys of Rock and Roll, Run for Your Life, Sin After Sin I love, Shoot 'Em Down I love, Destroyer is so heavy and doomy, I'll Never Grow Up, The Rocker. A great album here. When I first heard it, I was like, oh my god! Like I heard it a lot later in their career there. So Under the Blade, I'm putting this one as number two. Time for a little sip because I didn't have any last time. There you go. And number one, of course, no surprise, Stay Hungry. I'm sure people, oh my god, I'm sick and tired of hearing that album, but you know what? I listened to that. I listened the shit out of this. I don't even know how to freaking swear properly anymore. I listened to the fuck out of this album as a kid, or whatever. I know this whole album by heart. Stay Hungry, We're Not Gonna Take It, Burn in Hell, what a great. And that Horatoria at the beginning, which is a Captain Howdy and Street Justice, those are great songs too. I Want to Rock, The Price, Don't Let Me Down, The Beast, I love The Beast, and SMF. There's nothing wrong with this album, guys. Talking about with D and Twisted Sister here. I don't know why you needed to remake it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this album. It kicks ass, well recorded. Again, no problem at all with this album. But yeah, my story. So, as a kid, we had this radio station, the only radio station I knew because my mom used to listen to, is it CGRC? Which is a French radio station, but they played English songs. So I'm like, oh my god, We're Not Gonna Take It was huge at the time. So I call in, and I asked, can you play We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister? And I remember, again, what the hell the guy said to me. He goes, oh, I don't have that album. I only have their last album, which is I'm So Excited, or something like that. So I was like, oh, okay. So I forget what other song. Was it Ghostbusters? I think at the time I requested, but whatever. Go back to school the next day. I'm telling my friends, I'm like, oh my god, I called in the radio station. They didn't have it. They said they only had their last album, not the new one, which is called I'm So Excited. I've never even heard of that album. It goes, a friend of mine goes, their album before this was You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. So I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? I think he thought I said Pointer Sisters? Is that who sings I'm So Excited? Anyway, dumb story. It's been bugging me all these years. Don't like there's a difference between Twisted Sister and Pointer Sisters, or I don't know. You tell me if I'm So Excited is a Pointer Sisters song or something like that. That's the only liaison I can make out of this story there. But anyway, sure, has been played to death, especially We're Not Gonna Take It. Every time your home team at the hockey game gets a penalty, they play this song. Well, I still loved it as a kid. This was huge when I was a kid here, or a teenager. I was 12. Was this 84? Yeah, 84. I was 12. So anyway, yeah. Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry. Not tired of hearing this album. A couple of songs. We're Not Gonna Take it. I am tired of hearing it, but I gotta go back to how much this album affected me as a kid. So anyway, Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry is still my favorite one because I listened to the crap out of this one. And then they just suddenly fell into obscurity after that. So anyway, that's my album ranking of Twisted Sister. You know, love him or hate him, I like them. Find the singer's a little whining on social media there last couple of 10 years there, but whatever. Who isn't really? But anyway, that is my episode for today. I need to think of something. I got some ideas. I'm waiting in the mail for some products, if that makes any sense. So I got some good ideas coming. I'm just waiting for certain albums to arrive in the mail so I can complete certain collections. I'm very anal for that there. So anyway, on that note, I'd like to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you haven't done so already. Please tell your friends, and we shall see you next episode. Cheers.